All right, next step we're going to be working on is adding a contact manually. We went over the import, so if you're importing a larger group, or I mean, you could simply import one or two if you wanted to. Obviously, if I was doing that, I would just manually input them, but you do have the option to import if you wanted to any size group. But adding a contact manually, very simple thing to do. So if we're on our main page and it pops up right away, it says add new contact. Very simple. So add new contact. So I click on that. It's going to bring me right to the entry page. So I'm going to add a new contact. I met Brett Favre, or Favre as they say. So it does require a first name and last name and email address. So you would need something there. But let's say you didn't have Brett's email address. You could put in need Brett's email at gmail.com. Just to bypass that, because maybe you do have his address, and maybe this is somebody you're going to mail to. So I could put that in here, 2765 Commerce Drive, Rochester, Minnesota. Type that in, 55901. Can't type. U.S. Property types, he's interested in single family. Square feet, he is at about 2,500. Beds, 2 baths. So as much information as I need, it allows for. His birthday is coming up, and that is on December 15th. His anniversary. Boy, I got a lot of good information here. Normally, you're not going to have that much information sometimes, but if you're doing your proper communication to these people, you get all that information. Job title. He is a doctor. Actually, he's a failure of a quarterback for the Vikings. I'm from Minnesota. Sorry about that. But so you can put in whatever that is. Company. MN Vikings. He's no longer a Viking quarterback, but I'm just putting that in there. Phone number, I got that as well. It's really not his number. You can give it a shot. Put that in there. Nickname would be Choker. He is a male. Put all the information that I want. Secondary details, I could go in here and put in relationship. I could put in family members as well. And then once I have all his information in, all I have to do is hit save. And then from there, it will confirm save successfully. So make sure that that happens. Now all of his information is in here. I've got this set up. And now I can go in and then I can simply add him to my 33 touch group. So Brett Favre is on my 33 touch. And I can add him to anything else. I could add him to another category. He is an A client of mine. I could add, and I don't have to do each one. I could check off multiple at one time. He is a buyer. He is a open house buyer. Like as many things. Obviously, you're not going to have them on 7 different categories. So I'm just showing you have the option of doing that as well. So and then hit add. And then if those groups are attached to a campaign, automatically goes on them. You don't even have to worry about it. So that is all you have to do for adding a contact manually. Then you have options over here of adding him to a listing alert. You can start a transaction with him. You can go to the campaigns and start a campaign manually. Maybe you don't have one set up and you want to do a custom one for him. You could transfer him to a different agent if you wanted to. You can print his information. You can export it. You can resend a welcome email, and you can also delete him. I wouldn't recommend it, but you do have that option. You can simply click send email, and it's going to pull up his stuff, and then you can type out an email to Brett and send it to him, or whoever your client may be at that time. But everything's one click away here, and I'm going to change him. He is inactive. He's not a lead anymore, so I'll just put that. And then history, I can pull that up. Obviously, there's not going to be anything. It'll tell me exactly what happened with Brett, but he was registered, and I manually entered him on the site on that date. So, but that is very easy, and just a quick overview on how to enter somebody in manually.